Hey, everyone. This might get a little heavy. Ooh. Just relax a little bit. My opening music. Hope everybody's doing well. Hmm. Let me let that die down. Good to speak with you all. All right, let me just pause that for now. You know who this is. You know who this is. This is your brother here, Jermaine H.R. Euler Felton. And I was just listening. Let me just see.
Our administration, everyone who worked to get
Uh,
the dredging done.
the mayor of New York is saying here on the TV at Pier 90 on the west side, at the pier, there's been a hospital ship. The governor also said he opened up the Jacob Javits Center for people, putting people there to, oh boy, this city is in turmoil. Really, this world is in turmoil. Um, Before I begin any other things that I wanted to say here, you see that picture that I put here with this audio. Political, then it has big there science. And whatever's going on in this world with all this sickness and everything, doesn't it have to do with science? And when it comes to the politics, are they not, finagling and doing this and doing that and how they supposed to be helping people? Oh man, there are some things that I'm going to also share here real quick. I hope this doesn't take way too long, or anything like that. But I wanted to ask a question. If you are a person out there learned and you've done your schoolwork back in the day, especially in history class and stuff like that, when we had to, do what is it? Yeah, history and the world, government things and everything. Does anybody else out here know the five major political systems of this world? And it's just crazy. I heard some things on the news a little bit, on The View a little bit earlier, and it's just interesting. Because I was even talking to some friends and some other people that I know when it comes to these things. But what are the five most common political systems of the world? Does anybody else out there know? Hey, NY, how are you doing? This is gonna be kind of serious, what you're gonna hear here. So I hope you're okay and you're ready for this. Like I said, I'm asking. I know there are probably people are, I don't know, you're busy. I don't know what you're doing, but we supposed to be all hunkered down inside. Nobody's supposed to be going outside. I was looking at something very foolish. Some young people down in Miami and other places, they don't want us to spread this. They don't want it to go all over the place. And this guy, he said, "Oh, well, yeah, my spring break. Oh, I'm going to be out. And if, whatever, if I get this coronavirus, so what? At least I'm free and I could go out." And I'm like, you jerk. Oh boy, I'm not a violent person, but if I saw him, I would slap him. Anyway, you so stupid. Oh, I'm gonna go outside. Oh, I'm gonna spread it. Oh, whatever. I'm like, yeah, you idiot. Going back to the subject here. Five most common political systems of the world with the picture that's here right now. What are they? Do you know? Well, I'll just state them off right here and read a little bit about them. You first have here what I see here, democracy, right? What this country is supposed to be standing on. But really, what is that? It says we often hear the United States or whatever, or other nations of the world referring to or referred to as being democratic or democracy. Indeed, Many refer to the U.S. and other places as representing democracy. Democracy is a more traditional sense of political system that allows for each individual, hear this now, each individual to participate in it, meaning freedom of religion, right? And there are two rather popular types of democracy, though. Isn't that weird? Hey, Pat, two different types of democracy. That's a little confusing right there. First, you hear freedom for people to decide for themselves, individuals, but then you have direct democracy. Many scholars point to Athens as an example of direct democracy. Technically, every citizen has an equal say in the workings of government. Then you have a representative part of democracy where representatives set up, citizens elect representatives who actually make the law. Don't we see this going on? And then you go down and you have Republican. What is that? The theory of that is the Republican political party, or the party of the government, remains mostly subject to those governed. Some scholars define this political system in which the citizens legitimize government in some cases. You heard that? And representatives, democracy, oh boy, they consider it a republic where people can make decisions for themselves, and they could do this, they could do that, and it's all misconstrued. It's all definitely all misarranged. They have in there somebody is crowned a constitutional monarch type of thing. Oh boy, we see that monarch where they think they are the ruler of everything, have a single party, capitalist, federal, and parliamentary. Monarchy is not in the world anymore, but as that was. But then we have other things as dictatorship. People don't, go with that dictatorship, one person being the whole ruler of a nation or stuff like that. There's places in the world that we can see things like that, but I'm not going to name any of them. We may know of some of them in the other part of the world. But then you have communism. And somebody says something, oh, nobody's really getting better over there and this and that. But I'm not going to name any particular place. But they say some people over there are really getting better over there. And that's part of what I was going to say in touch with this and some of the other things that hopefully won't take too much long as I end here. But the freedom that's in this part of the world, freedom is only relative. It can be a beautiful thing, but it's only relative. Because in this country, I'm going to say it, I live here, and there's too much freedom. I mean, I've been put in this position, or I'm in this position being disabled, whatever you want to say. But it has been really a good thing for me, I will say. I may not have all the freedom and all that kind of stuff to go out like other people, but it definitely has been keeping me indoors as I should be. One, for this current situation that we're in. But I also, people look at me and they say, oh, Jermaine, I had somebody say, your face looks so clear. It looks so good. It looks, and you're this and that, and you look so, and you know why? Because I'm not out there every day like some people. Some people, yes, you got to go out, you got to work, you got to take care of your family, you got to do this, you got to do that. But that's part of the reason why I would say I do look the way I do. There is a piece of this peace, a sense of peace that I have in my life, if I must say it that way, where I'm not out there every day and running around doing this and doing that and making myself all troubled and wrinkly and this and that and whatever. I know we all got to do what we got to do. And, those that are strong enough to, take that on and do it, I wish you the best. I don't wish anything bad on you. I love you all. But just stating the fact that, yes, I'm home alone. Not, oh boy, I'm about to say alone. I'm never alone. I'm with myself. But home, in peace and serenity in my own house. And it adds a sense of peace in my world, in my life, and why I guess I could have the clear skin and look the way that I do. Some people say, "Oh, you look so young. You don't look your age." And I'm like, well, I'm not really aged in the sense of my spirit. One, spiritually, I'm doing well, and my God is definitely helping, keeping me calm and keep me in peace in my life and everything like that. So, I can't go too much more into that, but I named those things of the five major things of government. What are they? Again, democracy, and we have Republican, of two of the main ones that we have right now. And on the other side of the world, in different places where things are starting to get a little bit better for the people over there than over here. Because in America, oh boy, it's too much freedom here. But you have communism. And I can't name the nations that are involved in the communism, but communism, it's a lot of restrictions that people have and everything like that. But it serves the people, I feel, a little bit better than all the freedom that is over here. Um, I mean, people just running wild and this and that, and then how we got to be stuck in the house or hunkered down in the house, and people are losing their minds. They're like, oh, I'm stuck in the house and I can't go anywhere. Hey, take a little bit of time to yourself. Educate yourself. Learn about yourself even more by staying indoors and doing productive things with yourself, and if you have a family, with your family. Instead of running out there in the street all the time and oh, I gotta party, I gotta do this, I gotta do what? Calm down, people. Calm down, settle down. I've been in my house. I don't care. It doesn't, stress me. I've been in my house for the last 3.5 weeks. I hunkered down a little bit before this thing started happening, and then when it did happen, I said, here I am. I'm going to stay in my apartment, and keep myself safe from anybody and any other things that are going on out there. A couple of times I just had to pick up a few things, but of course I wore my gloves. I did what I had to do to protect myself, and that's what I did. So, like I said, you heard about those political systems, but I might have some audio playing here because this was interesting when I heard this. And it's a little sad in some of the audio that I have here because in Brooklyn, New York, like a meat truck, and you'll hear about that. But the first thing, let me see. Gambling on lives. Let me see. Government troubles. People like, let me see. This first one, let me see. What do we have here? What do you hear? Says,
every one of our lives, and the only tool we have where there's no vaccine and no cure, a virus that is novel and contagious and deadly, the tool we have is to separate. The virus can't spread between us if we're not together, and that's why we've been so aggressive here in Michigan. I know New York has as well, and a number of other states, to try to curtail the spread of this virus and flatten the curve. We've got a lot of work to do, but we need help. And whether it's the feds or just the procurement we're doing, or all the great Michigan businesses and people that are coming together to help manufacture these N95 masks and gloves and gowns, we all need to be all hands on deck here. The enemy is not one another. The enemy is this virus. Governor, this is Megan.
Wow. So you heard a little bit there. It's the virus is the enemy, not us, and stuff like that. That was kind of interesting. And then let me see, continuing on there.
Look, I know you know this better than anybody else, but people are, especially if you're in a state that's not necessarily going to win that bidding war, what solution can we put in place to help all people in all states, regardless of how much money they have to bid on ventilators? Well, we need
Betting on ventilators. But you heard that? Betting on ventilators. People's lives are in jeopardy and they betting in, you know, these political forms and anything. Who's going to get this many and who's going to get that many? People are losing breath and they can't breathe. But you're going to get more ventilators over there and they're going to get less over there. What? This is people's lives. What in the world are they talking about? And then, let me see, other governmental trouble. Let me see.
The National Capital Region to go from 0 to 1,000 cases of COVID-19. It took just 3 days for the region to more than double from 1,000 to more than 2,500 cases. The number of cases across Maryland, Washington, D.C., and Virginia have more than quadrupled over the past week, and already 51 people have died.
Wow.
As of this morning, there are 2,709 confirmed cases in the DMV area.
Did you hear that? 2,000 people sick now with this thing. That's lives. 2,000 people. And I was like, wow. And how many deaths are here in the city? It's so much in the city. That's why I'm keeping my, if you want to say, yellow behind in the house. Oh boy, I got to keep myself safe. I'm going to keep myself well. It was good to have on Zoom the meeting the other day. It was like my first time being able to be on it. I'm going to get it more 100% intact of how to work it all out. And, you know, when I want to make a comment, I'll raise my hand and hopefully I'll be called on and stuff like that. But other than that, that was that. And then this last one that I have here is an audio. And then before I do some of these other things that, you know, I want to do, I got to get something to eat. I'm a little hungry. But this other one, this is very sad. In Brooklyn, in the back of a frozen meat truck, human bodies. I was like, what in the world? Hear this.
Maybe even less, but to 100,000. So we have between 100 and 200,000. We all together have done a very good job.
Shout out to him and praise him. He's jealous of anyone who outshines him. He hogs those press conferences and talks without a care that he's giving out false information. He doesn't take the blame for anything. He blames Obama for everything. People are dying all over the place. So I have very low expectations that he will change at this point. Unless he or
you hear that,
family
and then
contracts the virus.
what's going to come after
He's
this?
FDR. We have nothing to fear but Trump himself.
Oh, sorry.
Wow.
That's how I see it.
Sorry. That was somebody else saying that. But this gentleman, you're going to hear him.
This is for real. This is for real. This is Brooklyn, y'all. Family, y'all take it serious. Y'all take this thing real serious, y'all. This is for real. This is for real, y'all. This is for real. This is real. This is right at Brooklyn Hospital. Y'all, this is for real. They put the bodies in 18-wheeler, y'all.
Oh, boy.
Please stay inside. This is for real.
Putting the bodies in an 18-wheeler. Putting bodies in an 18-wheeler.
This is for real, y'all. This is for real. This is Brooklyn Hospital. Sorry, the camera's shaking, but this is for real, y'all.
Oh, man. And I just heard his voice there cracking like he was about to cry. He was actually, I saw the video, and I said, oh my goodness. They putting human bodies on these lifts into the back of a meat truck. They're dead already. And they just stuffing them in this frozen meat truck. What are they going to do with those bodies? I don't know. Maybe some of them, I don't know, they'll probably incinerate them, or hell, that even don't sound right. I mean, just keep, oh boy, this world is in a lot of trouble. And we don't know the day or the hour, only the Father does, but I'm letting people know this world is definitely speeding towards its end. And And part of the title, if I put it there, there's my boy, my brother, back in the day when he sung that song, My Computer. If I had a child, I have a lot to explain. Ugh. Had an opportunity at a child once, but due to circumstances, wasn't able to have it. And I'm kind of glad in a sense. I was sad, a little sad a little bit sometimes, but if I had a child, I would have a lot to explain. And I don't really need to talk to them and, oh, Daddy, why is this happening? Oh, all these people, Daddy, are dying. Can you explain to me what's going on, Daddy? Daddy, what's going on? No. I don't know if anybody else's child is doing that, or even if the child is, exposed to that type of stuff due to the parent keeping them away from that. Good thing to do maybe. But again, if a child hears of these things and start asking you, Mommy, Daddy, what's going on in this world? What's going on, Daddy? Oh my goodness. If I had a child, I have a lot to explain. Let me see there, Maria. What do we say? Very sad. Here in outside, we have 6 people in hospital with COVID-19. They travel overseas. We had two deaths. Okay, yep, 2 deaths. Hey, Eleanor, how's it going? You'll catch the rest of this on replay, hopefully. In the beginning part, I'm looking at something here. Oh boy, what?
Warning, the U.S. could get millions of confirmed cases of COVID-19.
Millions.
If these guidelines are extended, we will lose more people. Across the country, doctors and nurses on the front lines continue to face critical coronavirus supply shortages with masks and ventilators.
Wow.
President suggesting hospitals or their workers might be to blame.
10 to 20,000 masks to 300,000. Even though this is different, something's going on. Where are the masks going?
And while the economic
Something going on. Where the mask going? You're the head of the country. You should know. But anyway, I'm gonna get ready to let this end. But you heard some of the things there. Boy, that person, he made me cry. He said,
Hey, y'all, this is for real. This is for real, y'all. This is for real. This is real. This is right here in Brooklyn. This is right in Brooklyn Hospital. Y'all, this is for real. They put the bodies in 18-wheeler, y'all.
oh boy.
Please stay inside. This is for real. This is...
All right. Well, I'm going to let it end there. If you're able to catch this on replay and you're able to handle this, I hope you're able to. It was just some things that I started to hear, and it started to really spark me as far as when you come to the political system of this world, how in some places a lot of people are getting better, whereas over here with the freedoms that we have, a lot more people are sick. Freedom is only relative. I'm locked in the house, but I'm okay. I'm doing pretty all right. That man made me cry to hear, yeah, breaking my heart too. And if you actually, because I saw it, where, oh boy, they were lifting them, just throwing the bodies in the back of the meat truck, just putting them in there, bam, bam, bam. I was like, whoa, what is going on in this world? But I'm not going to go too much further. I'm going to start to end things here, get myself something to eat. I'm hungry. I hope everybody is well. Please, Maria, try not to cry too much. I'm sorry. I had to put that out there. I don't know. This is serious, as he was saying there. And they were just throwing the bodies right in the back of the meat truck. And then you hear this other stuff with this political world. And then you see it there in the picture that I put. Science, political, global, candidate, world things, president, this, that, whatever. Education. Where is the education? I am happy I got spiritual education, which helps me to stay intact and input. Sometimes I do cry. because of the troubles of this world. But I know that there is a brighter future ahead. As Jeremiah 10:23 says, it is not left up to man who is walking even to direct his step. Do you not see this, people? Jesus asks us to pray this way. Our Father in heaven, let your kingdom come. That's what we look forward to. And we know that kingdom is going to come because Daniel 2:44 says the political systems of this world are going to be destroyed. They're going to be crushed. And out of the mountain of Jehovah, there's going to be a rock that is going to, strike that immense image of all the political systems, crush it. And his kingdom is going to stand to times indefinite for peace in our world. You look after yourself. Yes, stay home. Yes, I ain't going out. I'm going to order something. I asked the people if the guy could leave the package on the outside, and I'll just, open the door and dip out my hand and pull it back in. Of course, I'm going to be wearing my gloves, my scarf around my neck. I don't take no chances. But everybody, please be well. I'll talk to you soon. And I'm just going to end this off with my peaceful music that I had on before. A lot of troubling things in our world. You heard it in the beginning, and you hear it here on the end. Yes, let his kingdom come. And it still will. Yeah, and it will. We see things speeding up and things happening. No day is promised to us in this wicked system, which I don't care. I don't want the promise of this wicked system. I want God's, Jehovah's, new kingdom, new world. Everybody, be well. I love you all. Agape Maria. I'm staying home too. Love you. Yes, I love you too, Maria. I definitely do. Your brother speaking with you right now. If you were here, I would have that spiritual agape hug for you. But in audio, here it is. My sis. Be well, and I'll talk to you soon. Everybody, if you're able to catch this on the replay, thank you, sis. I love you. Catch this on the replay, and if you can handle this, I hope you do, and you can. This is kind of heavy. Whew, I didn't expect it to be this heavy, but everybody be well. I love you, Maria. Be well. Love you all. Take care. I'll speak to you soon. All right, listen to this as we go out. Whew, I'm telling you, we need a peaceful new world. Do we not? Later. My sis, agape. I love you much. I love you all. Take care now. Later. Peace all. Later. Oh boy. Oh, peaceful new world. We need it.